Welcome back to another TGIF version of Live at 5. I am Lance Jenkins.
And I'm Kelsey Rushing.
We got a full lineup today. And of course, we'll be introducing you to the newest news anchor in the rotation for Live at 5, Haley Gordon. Going to be making her debut this Monday. You get to meet her later with an exclusive sit-down interview in tonight's episode. Let's get right to it now for tonight's top story. Breaking news, an announcement from the Chamber of Commerce as well as the Richmond Young Professionals coming to you right now. The Chamber Chase has been postponed. Originally scheduled for tomorrow, it has now been rescheduled for Thursday, September 28th. Make sure to register or find more information on the Richmond Young Professionals Facebook page.
A follow-up from our story yesterday regarding the explosion at Fort Bragg. We reported yesterday that 4 soldiers were killed and several injured. It has now been made clear by sources close to the Richmond Observer that 1 soldier was killed and 7 were injured. Despite the smaller amount of casualties than were originally reported, it still does not take away the devastation that many will experience as a result of this terrible tragedy. And our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the deceased as well as the soldiers who are recovering at this time.
The show must go on, and it will, according to Cole Auditorium Director Joey Bennett, who has been eager for renovations to the auditorium to wrap up in time for the first show of the 2017-2018 DeWitt Performing Arts Series. The auditorium suffered major water damage this summer when a pipe burst in the facility on June 25th. More than 200,000 gallons of water filled the auditorium and backstage, turning the orchestra pit into a lap pool and submerging 4 rows of cushioned seats. The facility was able to reopen within 2 weeks of the incident, while repairs to the auditorium got underway. 3-time Grammy Award winner Debbie Boone will be the first performer to grace the new stage in the Cole on September 19th. The You Light Up My Life singer was a huge hit for the DeWitt series when she performed at the Cole Auditorium in 2011, and this year's performance is sure to be another crowd pleaser. For ticket information for the Debbie Boone Show on September 19th at 7:30 p.m., contact the Cole Auditorium box office at 910-410-1691. Box office hours are Monday through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Information is also available on the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages.
Freedom Baptist Church will begin hosting Fearless Annual Youth Conference tonight at 6 p.m. The 2-day youth retreat will extend to tomorrow and will be held at Freedom's location at 987 U.S. Highway 1 in Rockingham. Freedom's youth pastor Jeff James is excited to host the event and expects this year to be another major success. For the full schedule of the events for the Fearless Conference, visit their Facebook page by searching Fearless 2017.
Number One Diner will be hosting a spaghetti dinner tomorrow, September 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to raise money for the Richmond Senior High School Band. Plates are $7 each and proceeds go to a great cause. Let's be frank, football is fun and there's no bigger football fan than me. But high school and college football games are just not complete without the band. And in all honesty, Richmond Senior High's band is much more than just a band at football games. There are a lot of great talent out there, and supporting them tomorrow by getting a plate at Number One Diner will be for a great cause. And I actually just ate at Number One Diner today and want to say thank you to the folks out there. They treated me and my wife, Sarah Beth, really well. And also, another announcement we'll be coming out with on Monday about how you can support Richmond Senior High School Band through Domino's Pizza. A promotion coming out soon. We'll have more information on Monday.
One of Richmond County's most exciting and family-oriented fall activities will begin on Saturday, September 16th. The LRB Lions Club will begin its annual lawnmower racing series at its dirt track location at 306 Millstone Road in LRB. With the season's first races set to begin at 6 p.m., the gates will open at 3 p.m. Admission to the event is $5 per person, and racing fans of ages 5 and under are free. Food vendors will be on site to make the great family fun atmosphere enjoyable. For more information about the Lawnmower Racing Series or the LRB Lions Club, contact Rex or Jill Taylor at 910-652-5050.
It was announced just yesterday that Haley Gordon would be joining the Live at 5 news team beginning this Monday, and I'm excited to have an exclusive sit-down with her and formally introduce you to one of our new news anchors for Richmond County's nightly news program. She'll be joining us in studio right after these messages.
hospice. You guys just outdo yourselves every day. And I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of. And thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
All right, folks, and welcome back to Live at 5. And we're joined now by someone who will be a guest today, but on Monday will be a news anchor for Live at 5, Haley Gordon. Haley, welcome to the set.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you. It's your first time formally behind this desk.
Right.
And so tell us how excited you are.
Wow, I don't know that there are enough words,
That's good.
which is rare being a teacher. You think I wouldn't run out of words.
Well, that'll be good. We're excited. I know that you've lived in this community for a long time.
Yes, my whole life, in fact,
Yeah.
born and raised.
So, and of course, is your husband from this community?
He is. I'm actually a Rockingham girl, and he is a Hamlet guy. So that's kind of,
That's like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
whew.
And y'all's family everybody's still here?
Yep, everybody's here.
And you have children?
We do have a little girl.
How about
She'll be
that?
2.
Oh, wow, yes. so
Oh, it
young,
went
yeah.
so quick.
Right, well, that's wonderful. And of course, it is neat to have somebody on the set here who has been here for all their life. You know, Kelsey has been here all her life, as far as I know.
Right.
I have not. I've been here for a good 9 months.
Wow.
So, but anyway, we're glad to have you. A recognizable face. I know a lot of folks in the community will recognize her just as soon as they see her. She needs no introduction, and you're excited to be a part of the show.
Of course.
So tell us, how did you find out about the Observer and the opportunity? Tell us about that.
Well, actually through Kyle Pillar. He is, I like to call him my baby bird. No, I'm just kidding. We work together. He teaches 8th grade, and I do as well. And so we have worked very closely together, lesson planning and all that good stuff. And so he just was talking about that this was happening, and I just jokingly said, okay, fine, I'll do it, just whatever. And then he was like, no, but really? And I said, okay, sure. And it just kind of all came together.
And here you are. So you've actually, you and your family have a little background in communications, media. Tell us about that. I mean, your grandfather actually has an extensive history with WAYN, is that right?
Absolutely. My grandfather is Jimmy Smith, and I'm sure that name is one of those that rings a bell. He worked for the station, WAYN, for 63 years on their morning show. He was the voice of the musical clock, and lots of people will know about it. If you ever want a birthday cake or an anniversary lunch, dinner. And so I actually got to sing Happy Birthday on the show for many years. My mother did it, and so did my aunt. So I like to say that's my little claim to fame.
How about that?
And I worked there in my high school. That was my high school job. My mother also did it when she was in high school, and a little bit after as well. So I say I have a little experience.
Right.
I can, if you need somebody to give the weather and the time and temperature, I'm your girl.
You're it. So that's pretty neat, because I actually saw somebody say, and I don't know if this is how people refer to your grandfather or not, but somebody said on our Facebook page today, they commented, I believe it was Jay Parker, said that he was the original voice of Richmond County. Did
Absolutely,
people? Yeah,
that's
so
him.
how
He's
about
also sometimes referred to as the voice of the Raiders as well, because he announced for the Marching Raider Band for a very long time, because the Raider Band also used to be a force in this county just as much as the football team.
Yeah, and of course we talked about the Raider Band earlier in the show. So, wow, I mean, so you've got a history, obviously. You've got a family that's been involved, and here now you are carrying the family tradition on,
Right.
getting involved as a personality, if you will. And of course, you seem to have an abundance of personality, regardless of whether you're on the show. But now you're an on-air personality, and we're certainly excited to have you. So, talk about you and Kyle. I think Kyle, of course, is our managing editor, and you all have a good friendship, it seems.
Yes, we have been friends since he moved here to be with his At that time, it was his fiance. They're now married, he and his wife, Jordan. He was just starting out being a teacher. He did, of course, not know what he was getting into because that was not what he went to school for. But now he just is really doing awesome, I think. And we get to plan together a lot. We get to do a lot of things together, he and his wife and me and my husband. And he's just one of those people that I super value his friendship and trust. And so, you know, when he brought this to my attention, it was really hard to not jump.
Sure. Well, let's talk about what you just. I want people to get to know you.
Sure.
You sound busy, obviously a teacher, and we appreciate that because I think that's one of the most undervalued professions in the world today. And I know that, and I tell Kyle the same thing. I don't know how Kyle does it, doing what he does and his schedule. I'm sure you're busy too. So let's talk about what you do for fun. What, or do you do
Is
anything
there time
for
for
fun?
that? No.
Yeah, right.
Well, I love to read. My husband and I also run our farm. We have cattle, and so there's a lot of time running that, as
Oh,
of
I bet.
course. Wow, I'm really into essential oils. What
Me
else?
too. Today
Yeah.
especially, I have allergy problems. My wife
Right.
graciously brought peppermint oil to
Wonderful.
me today.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
So-
You know, any time I can spend with my family and friends is really important to me. You know, anytime there's something going on within the community, I love to be involved. I do a lot with my job outside of just teaching, and that's really important to me as well. So,
Fantastic. So on Monday, Haley Gordon going to be making her debut at Live at 5, and you can't say you didn't know her before she came on the air. We're introducing you tonight, and for many of you, she needs no introduction. A native of Richmond County, and of course, she will be on air starting Monday night. And we're glad to have you.
well, thank you. I'm very excited and glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Folks, Haley Gordon, get used to that face because you're going to see it a lot right here at Live at 5. Glad to have you in studio. And folks, stay with us. We have more sports and weather right after these messages.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is a specialty retail store in downtown Rockingham, in the heart of Richmond County. We are all about rustic, farm-style home decor and gifts. We offer a variety of antique, vintage, and new items. We love helping you make your house a home with unique, one-of-a-kind finds. We also have specialty gifts for all occasions.
I'm Kelly. I worked at Champion Ford for 2 years.
6 years.
3 years.
1 year.
I've been at Champion Ford for 13 years.
1 whole year. 15 years.
I'm Jamie and I've been at Champion Ford for 12 years.
I've been here 8 years.
Champion prices, champion service, champion experience.
Get treated like a champion today at Champion Ford. Just down the road from high prices, championfordlincoln.com.
We are Champion Ford.
Family Pharmacy has been serving Richmond County since April 2007, and we have enjoyed getting to know our customers since then. We take our jobs very seriously, and will do whatever we can to make sure you have what you need. Come visit us on Fayetteville Road in Rockingham, and we will treat you like family.
Welcome back to Live at 5, Richmond County's nightly news. Many people subscribe to newspapers because they specifically want to be able to read the latest obituaries, and the Richmond Observer now features an obituaries section. You can access it by going to richmondobserver.com and clicking obituaries at the top of the page.
Now for your Friday sports report. Not much more needs to be said, or can be really, about the Richmond Senior High School Lady Raiders varsity volleyball team. The ladies were on the road in Laurinburg Thursday to face Sand Hills Athletic Conference foe Scotland High School. And winning in regular Richmond fashion 3-0, the Lady Raiders improved to a perfect 13-0 on the season and remain undefeated in SAC play at 7-0. Scotland 8-4 and now 4-2 in conference play posed a potential threat to ending the streak, but the Lady Raider did business as usual, winning 25-15, 27-25, and 25-23. As the Lady Raiders continue to be the talk of the town 13 matches into its 23-match season, head coach Shelley Wimpy acknowledged their exceptional play Thursday, quoting, "We played great tonight, which is a direct result of our girls working really hard in practice on Wednesday," Wimpy said. "We were able to work on some things that we hadn't gotten a chance to do, to having 3 matches a week and limited practice time." And the junior varsity team shouldn't be forgotten either, as it rolled to its 9th consecutive win. The JV Lady Raiders have become a threat in the SAC, improving to 11-2 on the season after beating Scotland in 2 sets, 25-20 and again 25-20. Head coach Ashley Larson's squad is playing just as cohesively as the varsity unit, which is essential in their continued success. And just can we get off the teleprompter for a moment and just acknowledge that every single night we talk about how great the Lady Raiders volleyball team is doing. And they really are. They are really having a historic season. And I just want to say off the cuff, off the teleprompter, congratulations to the varsity and JV volleyball squads. You guys are doing great. You are the talk of the town, and we're really, really proud of you, making the Raiders look good, and we appreciate all you're doing for this community. Really, really proud of the volleyball teams.
Today's weather forecast is brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. Well, once again, we have a repetitive forecast in Richmond County. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will have a high 85 degrees with a 10% chance of rain. Hurricane Jose could strengthen and have potentially hit the northern coastal states, starting in Maryland up to Maine. As always, there is potential for it to change, and our newsroom promises to keep you updated.
And of course, we want to recap college football. Back on Tuesday, we talked to Russell Parker, our executive producer and also sports analyst, and we talked about some of the games in state that are big this weekend. It could have implications for later in the season. The first of those, Duke and Baylor. My pick, of course, was Duke. Russell's was Duke as well. I think Duke squeaks by. We both agreed it would be a close game. Also, the Wolfpack, NC State, going to be at home taking on Furman. My pick was NC State. Russell's pick was NC State. Looks like we're going down together this week if we're wrong on our picks. Furman should be a cupcake, an easy one to get past. UNC and ODU. We had a little bit of discussion on this one. I'm not going to pick UNC because I don't like the Tar Heels, and that is not on the teleprompter. I just said that because I'm speaking from the heart. Russell, on the other hand, picked UNC as what seems to be the obvious choice for the win on the road in the Hampton Roads area this week. He's picking the Tar Heels to beat ODU. And a big game, perhaps one of the biggest on the college football scene this upcoming weekend, Clemson and Louisville. Louisville hosting. I'm going to pick Louisville. The Cardinals get it done. Russell picks the defending national champion Clemson to continue their win streak at the start of the season. Very good pick. One of us is going to be right. We shall see. And, of course, the NFL on Sunday, Panthers and Bills. Are the Panthers really going to lose to Buffalo at home? Lord knows it'll certainly be a defining moment for the season if they do. I don't think it's going to happen. Russell doesn't think it's going to happen. We got the Panthers winning and going 2-0 on the season and moving on as an undefeated team past week 2. And that's your college football roundup. We'll be back on Tuesday. Russell will be in studio, and he'll be talking to us about the recap from the college football weekend as well as NASCAR. I want to tell you, get back on the volleyball team. They're just having a really impressive season. It really is neat to see them do so well and make a historic run.
I know, and I've been waiting to do this stroke for the longest time, but they are literally killing it out there right now.
Yeah, well, they are, and I mean, because you read all the stat sheets they're having. I mean, kills. I mean, the way that they're playing is just dominating.
It's remarkable. It's tremendous.
Dominating. And of course, I don't know too much about volleyball, so I've actually gotten to know a lot about it as we've covered the Lady Raiders, and I think it's just been really, really neat to see how well they do.
Yeah, it's been great. They've been doing great, and so is JV. They're already 9-0.
That's right.
So they're killing it as well.
Yeah, they've had a 9-game win streak, and of course a 13-game win streak for the varsity. Just tremendous. We're covering wins. And I know that head coach Shelley Wimpy and head coach Ashley Larson of the varsity and the JV teams respectively are mighty proud of what the girls are doing. Folks, that is it for Live at 5 this week, and we will be back Monday though I will be off this chair, and I will be back later in the week. And we certainly look forward to seeing you then and having the news that Richmond County deserves delivered to you again this Monday night for another edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins.
And I'm Kelsey Rushing.
And we will see you next time for Live at 5. And remember, don't forget this, you can always download our app on the iPhone App Store as well as Android's Google Play. Look forward to seeing you again next week. So long.